Mahmoud.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How's everything going with you?
Yeah, doing okay, doing alright.
Okay. So, anything since the last session that has come up in your life?
Um, just, you know, yeah, before I go to bed, often I just think about like finances, um, and how I'm planning to manage that. I believe we discussed that previously last time, but yes, that is something that's still a challenge with me at the moment.
Yeah, last time we discussed the limitations that your brothers might have. We discussed you having a goal that you can work towards, so that you can gain that financial freedom that you want. So
Right.
yeah, and you briefly mentioned to me, right before bed, you think about finances. So tell me more about that.
Yeah, so, as inflation is happening here in the US, um, the cost of living is going up, whether it's rent, trying to get a mortgage, groceries, you know, for trying to start a family, having kids. That is just something in the back of my mind where is my current salary going to suffice my way of living here in America and supporting my family back home? So just thinking about the cost of everything going up and what am I gonna do to live a comfortable life for me and my family?
Mm. Yeah, I could definitely feel the pressure when you're talking. That is something that is of concern, and what I'm hearing is that although you're working towards the goal of getting, a new job to have that financial freedom, it doesn't make the problem go away that, you're still, worried about finances up until you gain a higher income.
Yeah, definitely. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you did mention that you think about these things before going to bed. Um, does it also seep into other parts of your life?
I think it definitely changes the way I look at money. Um, Whether it's, what do I need from the grocery store? Should I eat out less? Grabbing a coffee here and there. Is this something that I should continue or to limit more? Um, I know it's not too difficult, but it's not the way I've been living. So I've gotten accustomed to doing that. And just my approach on money, um, thinking maybe being a little bit more frugal may help with my situation. That way I'm able to comfortably support, whatever my wife needs here, my parents need, and obviously for myself.
Mm.
And, the days I go to the office, for example, maybe less things that I need to buy, whether it's food or drink or, um, parking space, etc.
Mm. So what I'm hearing is there is a little voice in Mahmoud's head, telling him, stop this or reduce this, or you can't keep up with the lifestyle that you're used to.
Right, right, yes. I would say that's accurate.
Mm. Yeah, and that could be something that's kind of haunting you throughout your day.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess whenever you get these negative thoughts, what is what are some ways that you can kind of reduce them?
I mean, if I get them in the day, just go for a walk, just clear my head. So I'm at night. If it's at night, maybe just making myself something to drink, or maybe a snack to eat, a small snack to eat. A lot of times it's just distractions. Yeah, just kind of going on your phone, and or going on my phone, just surfing the web, social media. That's generally what I would do.
Okay. And how is that working for you?
It's okay. I feel like it's not a permanent solution. Like I know it's not the best solution, but it works for the time being.
Okay. So something that I wanted to try is, when you get those little voices, let's just call them negative coach. Negative coach kind of, installs these negative thoughts in your head that are, which is kind of developing towards money. You have like this negative thing that comes up in your head that tells you, be frugal or do this, or, limit yourself, to almost to an extreme sense is what I'm feeling, because you're mentioning to me that, it's seeping into a lot of parts of your life. So this negative coach might tell you things like, Mahmoud, cut back all in all on coffee outside, right? Although you can limit yourself, but having that, healthy relationship of, knowing your limits and not, crossing them, but also, kind of just cutting back a little bit to where it could help you.
Okay. Yeah, I think finding the middle ground is important. Yeah.
Yeah, you did mention, having not this relationship with money before.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Just because I got used to spending comfortably and not worrying too much on what I'm spending. Just because sometimes I feel like if you haven't tasted that, I guess you could say, financial freedom, it's easier to manage it like that. But if you spend comfortably, at times be a little extravagant, and then have to hold back, it can be a difficult adjustment to have or to make.
So it's not really being conducive to the lifestyle that you're used to.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very normal for us to adjust to, external factors like inflation, or family needs, that sorts of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tell me more about the negative coach. How can we reduce the voices of the negative coach?
That is a good question. How can we reduce the question? I guess maybe planning what I would do next time. Like, for example, before bed, maybe plan, hey, if this happens to me, maybe try to figure out a different solution. I'm not too sure. Maybe journaling, perhaps, or talking to somebody. I think maybe a good idea, or working out. Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe one of those things.
Maybe possibly put budgeting.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a better solution. Um, Budgeting, yeah, or doing like a money evaluation each month. See how much room that I have to comfortably spend in certain areas for utilities, food, um, entertainment, etc.
Yeah, maybe that is something that you can try is to kind of budget to see what leeway you have to also spend on the things that you like. So that way you're not constantly thinking about everyone else and not yourself.
I think it's a good idea. I'll definitely try that out. I do have some friends who budget, and I do see how this can benefit my situation. I know it's often advised, um, by like financial gurus, things of that nature. So I think it's worth a try experimenting it and see, what benefit it gives me, and hopefully it helps me with my situation.
Okay, great. Yeah. I mean, that's something that we can touch base on our next session as well. And last time we spoke, we also spoke about your brothers and you having more grace towards them. Is that something that's still there, or
Yes, I mean, sometimes I'll still think about it, but then I have to remind myself maybe there's a reason why they're not doing so, why they're not contributing in the way that I am expecting them to. So the thought comes and goes, but I have to keep telling myself, hey, there may be a reason why they're doing this.
Yeah, and I recall you mentioning to me, how come they didn't think to come and ask, Um, one thing that I see as a theme from the time that we've started speaking is that you have very high expectations for yourself and others as well. So you have this pressure that you need to fulfill, being financially responsible for two families and, taking care of everyone. So that's a high expectation that you have for yourself, and then when it comes to others like your brothers, you have the high expectation for them to also meet those standards.
Yes, I would say maybe it's just wanting to be, maybe stretching myself too thin, but yeah, I feel like you should help people as much as you can, and the good you do for others, it will be returned to you, and just overall doing what you can is very satisfying, and it's my philosophy, the way to live. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a great philosophy to have. Yeah. Okay, Mahmoud. Is there anything that you wanted to bring up to me?
I think that's it. I will definitely try that budgeting tip that you gave me, and hopefully it helps. It helps the current situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll touch base next time then.
Okay. Sounds good.
Have a nice day.